Incorporating plants into playground areas can significantly influence the safety, aesthetic appeal, and the connection to nature that children can experience within a playground. Research conducted by Osbreed in conjunction with Fiona Robbe Landscape Architects, the Hills Bark Blower, and Acousto Scan presents valuable insights into the integration of plants in playground mulched fall zones, which are areas where children are likely to fall within a playground. The study confirms that soft-wooded plants can indeed be successfully grown in these areas, contributing positively to the critical fall height, or CFH, rating of the mulch they're planted in. In particular, the research recommends the use of playbark pine bark mulch due to its low slumpage and its ability to sustain good plant health throughout the trial. This mulch should ideally be used at a depth of 300 mm, ensuring adequate drainage with a 1:50 slope to the base of the mulch area. The study also underscores the importance of careful plant selection. Non-woody plants, such as Tunica lomandra, are recommended for their robustness and minimal maintenance requirements. However, Tunica lomandra isn't as humidity tolerant as other lomandras, so in Brisbane you'd use Shara lomandra, evergreen baby lomandras, and other lomandra cultivars. Larger pot sizes of 200 mm or more are advised, and an establishment period of at least 1 month with no traffic on plant areas is needed. The research also suggests that plants should be fertilised when the mulch is freshly laid to aid in their initial establishment. Beyond their practical contributions to critical fall height ratings, plants create a more attractive and stimulating environment for children and enhance it as a natural environment for play. The critical fall height of the planted area should be checked every 3 years when mulch areas are tested. The trial has confirmed that plants can be grown in mulch fall zones while providing compliant impact attenuation properties. One primary concern when specifying plants for playgrounds is that some plants can be toxic if ingested, such as oleanders, making them completely unsuitable for playgrounds. Similarly, some plants like the golden wattle can trigger allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. Be careful when placing plants to avoid trip hazards. Plants with sprawling root systems such as large ficus, or those that drop large fruits or seeds such as the macadamia tree, can pose significant risks if placed near walkways and play areas. Nuts and seed pods can also create projectile hazards on turfed areas that require regular mowing. Plants with rigid or spiky foliage, such as yuccas, can cause injury if a child falls onto them. Similarly, plants that are hyper-attractive to bees or other stinging insects, such as bottle brushes, should be avoided due to the risk of bee stings. Let's explore some specific plant choices that are not only suitable for fall zones, but also thrive in Australia's different climates. Zen grass can withstand passive and active wear, can be run on by kids, and has low mowing needs, so the mowing crew doesn't need to work around children playing every few weeks. You only need to mow it or brush it once every 1 or 2 years. Lomandra varieties often display spiky flower stalks. These varieties aren't appropriate for playgrounds due to the risk that the spikes pose. However, some varieties don't display those spikes. A couple of the best lomandras for playgrounds are Shara lomandra and evergreen baby lomandra. Little Jess Dianella in particular has soft, clumping foliage, which makes it a good ground cover option for playgrounds that little kids can fall on. It's drought tolerant and requires minimal care, and these are attributes that align well with playground plants. The Liriope genus is another group of plants known for their robust nature and low maintenance requirements. Some of our favourites for playgrounds include Just Right Liriope, Amethyst Liriope, Isabella Liriope, and Silver Lawn Liriope. Nandina domestica varieties can be compact shrubs with vibrant foliage. The cultivars that I'm about to mention are all low maintenance, drought tolerant, and thrive in both sun and part shade conditions, making them perfect for playgrounds. However, unlike struppy plants, the branches can snap and require time to grow back. Obsession Nandina, Blush Nandina, Flirt Nandina. These hardy, low-maintenance shrubs are well known for their ability to withstand dry periods, making them ideal for Australia's variable weather conditions. Their shrubby growth habit and attractive foliage make them aesthetically pleasing, while their resilience ensures that they can withstand the wear and tear of active playgrounds. Westringias don't have any thorns or toxic parts, making them generally safe for children's environment, provided that secondary growth on stems don't become too thick and then snap, leaving sharp sticks. A good prune every few years will prevent that from happening. It's worth noting that bees do pollinate Westringias, but not in the same numbers attracted by bottle brushes or lavenders. Manicuring them with regular pruning multiple times per year seems to make them flower less. which is probably contrary to what you'd think. Here are some of our favourite playground Westringias. Naringa Westringia, Mundi Westringia, Grey Box Westringia, which is a lower flowering variety, Aussie Box Westringia, Low Horizon Westringia, which is a low growing cultivar. The significance of shade in playgrounds can't be overstated. Not only does shade provide a cool refuge from the heat of the warmer months, but it also helps protect children from harmful UV radiation. On top of that, shaded areas can reduce the temperature of playground equipment, which can become much too hot under direct sunlight. Trees like luscious Tristaniopsis and Sweeper Waterhousia can provide alternatives to artificial shade cloths, but they do pose a risk for children climbing and falling. The selection of plants for playgrounds requires careful consideration. From strappy monocots to woody dicots, a diverse range of plants can enhance the safety, functionality, and aesthetic appeal of playgrounds. As we've seen, each plant brings its own unique characteristics, offering different benefits and considerations. If you're a landscape architect, you have the knowledge and skills to transform our playgrounds into green havens that are safe and enjoyable for our children. Why not give them another chance to connect with nature instead of just plastic and steel?